registered DNA and teleport you away to some random coordinates. Thank you for playing, Lazarus.
When I shot you earlier in the shoulder, that was a nullifying ray. It cancels out sonic waves. Who's predictable now?
Who am I kidding? Greetings, fanboys and fangirls. I'm Erod, and I'm the BlockbusterBuster. Last week, I prematurely boasted that there is nothing worse than a sequel to a bad movie. Well, I was wrong. There is one thing that is far, far worse, and that is a spin-off to a bad sequel to a bad movie. Of all the great films produced by Disney and Pixar that have plenty of spin-off opportunities, why Cars? A movie whose sequel was the first and for the longest time the only Pixar movie to bomb at the box office. And Planes? Really? Planes is a spin-off? It just sounds like a bad joke. Originally, Disney was going to release this film independently from Pixar as a straight-to-DVD release. Then suddenly, without rhyme or reason, they decided to give this a worldwide theater release. Was it worth it? No! Ugh. Let's just do this. So our movie begins with our protagonist, Dusty Crophopper, played by Dane Cook, out racing two fighter jets in spite of being a tiny propeller plane. But before the Mythbusters can call bullshit on this with a 40-minute experiment, it is revealed that it was all a dream, and Dusty is nothing more than a crop duster. Wait, he's a crop duster, and his name is Dusty Crophopper. I'm sorry, but was flying shit sprayer too literal? Wait, hold on. He's dusting crops. Crops that are full of vegetables. But this is a world completely inhabited by cars and planes who don't eat food, they eat fuel. And, you know what, Erod? Just relax. Don't occupy your mind with this bullshit. This movie is bound to be full of plenty of distracting crap. So there's no need to get sidetracked, otherwise you'll be all day at this. So Dusty's best friend Dottie gives him a tune-up, and wait a minute! How? She has no opposable thumbs! How would she be able to turn a wrench or grip a... I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, it's just really hard to ignore shit like this! Well, on the bright side, at least Dusty doesn't have a stupid, annoying sidekick like Lightning McQueen did it.
Doug isn't here! Come on, use the new call sign!
Fuck! 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 This is Chug, the brain-damaged fuel truck, played by Brett Garrett. This character's one and only redeeming quality is that he is not played by Larry the Cable Guy.
Corn. It gives you gas.
So it is Dusty's dream to fly in the Wings Around the World race. But first, he must qualify in a very challenging obstacle course, which of course, Dusty, a crop duster with a weak engine, poor maneuverability, and a heavy sprayer hanging off his ass, flies perfectly. Let me guess, in spite of his limitations, he still will qualify for the race, and this will become a pathetically predictable underdog story.
Come on, Duster! Oh, it's gonna be close! He's gonna do it! He's gonna do it! Oh, yes! What a finish! Now that's what you call flying! Way to go, Dustmeister! That's what I'm talking about!
Jetstream. The official time is
1 minute, 24.26 seconds. Sixth place. But what a close one, people. Well, folks, that wraps up the trials for the Wings Around
Hey, pal.
the World Rally.
Sixth place ain't nothing to be ashamed of. That was a heck of a run.
Thanks.
Wow. That was really original. Okay, now I'm really interested. I wonder what the actual plot of this movie is going to be.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the racing fuel additive nitromethane?
Oh, yeah, Zip Juice, Go-Go Punch. That stuff will blur your vision and slur your speech.
It's illegal?
I mean it totally illegal. Wouldn't know what it looks like. Yeah, you were saying?
That substance was found in the tank of the fifth place qualifier, Fonzarelli. Illegal fuel intake is an automatic DQ.
Wait. So you're saying...
He's out, you're in. Congratulations.
You're in?
He's in! You're never gonna believe this. He's in!
What the hell was that? What was the point of the misdirection? And another thing, is there an unwritten universal law that all of the Cars movies have to rip off the plot from other movies? Cars ripped off Doc Hollywood. Cars 2 ripped off The Man Who Knew Too Little. And now, this rips off every underdog movie ever made! So now that this shit just got real, Dusty must do some serious training before the race. So he asks a local war veteran named Skipper, played by Stacy Keach, to train him.
So I was wondering if you would train me?
Oh, well, I guess now he must train himself.
You know what? Just forget it. You'll never understand.
0500 tomorrow. Don't be late.
Wait. 0500?
Yeah, 5 a.m.
Stop it with the pointless misdirection! This movie's like the world's worst magician! How does he do that?
I'm afraid of heights.
A plane that's afraid of heights. I'm okay. Oh. Whew. So after a quick montage, Dusty heads over to New York to join his fellow racers. Gee, let me guess, they're all horrifically unoriginal stereotypes. Boy, I wish I would have bet money on this. Because here we have the fancy jerk, the successful villain, and of course my favorite pointless recurring character, the Fry. The forced romantic interest.
Nice to meet you too. Look at that propeller.
I just feel like there's somebody missing it. Yes, the most important supporting character of them all, the goofy sidekick. In the grand tradition of delightful dimwits like Billy, Dusty, and Gurk comes El Chupacabras. No, we have no clue why he named himself after a cryptozoic creature of myth who shouldn't exist in the Cars universe. After all, Chupacabra means goat sucker. And since there are no organic beings in the world of Cars, such as goats, a name like Chupacabra shouldn't even exist. But Chew is just the right blend of wacky and whimsical to distract you from such petty details, such as the fact that he wears a Mexican luchador mask, even though his stiff frame, lack of arms, legs, and hands render him incapable of wrestling. Nonetheless, El Chupacabra is enough of a goofy sidekick to be judged and ranked by our gracious host. I'd give him 5 Baba Louis on the Sancho Panza scale. So the race is set to begin.
Don't let anything distract you.
I really can't tell which planes are male or which planes are female, or if it even matters since they technically have no genitalia. But either way, good luck, buddy.
Ah, you are the snowplow, eh?
Ah, you could say that, yes.
I am the ice.
Yes.
Cold, frozen, and lifeless?
No, it sounds better in Spanish.
Why don't you go plow yourself, El Tutor?
Like fresh fertilizer on a field of dying grass.
Are you describing the movie? Because if so, I have to admit, that's a pretty spot-on review. So the whole second act of the movie is the same repetitive, predictable bullshit over and over again. Dusty is the worst racer, but he improves with every length of the race. True hits on the plane with the eyelashes, and the bad guy plane hatches some evil scheme to sabotage Dusty, but it ends up backfiring.
Oh, hey, Rip. Thanks for first place.
Lather, rinse, and repeat. And somehow, along the way, Dusty becomes a media darling, winning over fans and his fellow racers.
I owe you my life.
Are you crying?
I don't cry, I'm British.
I don't cry, I'm British? Was that supposed to be a joke? Because that's not a joke. This is a joke.
Pirate walks into a bar and he has a steering wheel coming out of his fly. He walks up to the bar and the bartender says, "Hey, what's with the steering wheel?" And he goes, "Arr, it's been driving me nuts all day."
Oh, come on, you have to admit, that was pretty good. Stationed in China as they prepare for the next length of the race, Chu tries to woo the plane of his dreams one more time. Oh, I'm not Mexican, it's just fun to do that. Go ahead, try it on your own time.
No, it fells in nose.
I'm just a love machine.
Oh, merciful Minerva!
I'm just a love machine?
Dusty, what are you doing?
You know what? I am so relieved that is over that I'm not even gonna question why there are Mexican mariachi in China. As George Lopez would say, that is why he's a Mexican and not a Mexicant. So the next to the last length of the race begins, as our racers fly over the Pacific from China to Mexico, when suddenly Dusty is sabotaged by the evil plane's minions, who knock off his antenna, making Dusty lose his way. But it's okay, he's rescued by...
Has been identified as Crop Hopper 7.
I'm running on vapors. I need to land.
What are you doing out here with an empty tank?
Those voices sound really familiar. Hold on, let me check. Oh, it's Val Kilmer and Anthony Edwards. You know, because they were in Top Gun. I get it. It is kind of an obscure reference, especially at this day and age, but whatever, I'll go with it. So, Goose and Iceman take Dusty back to their aircraft carrier to be refueled and have a new antenna installed. When suddenly, Dusty takes a look at the wall of heroes and sees that his trainer, Skipper, had been lying to him all along, and that he only flew in one mission the entire time he was with the Jolly Wrenches.
Hey, I saw the Wall of Fame.
They only list one mission for you.
Dusty, if you're not past that storm yet,
That
you
can't
need...
be right.
It must be a mistake,
Look,
or...
you gotta get out of there. You're gonna have to fly high.
Is it
Listen
true?
to me. Get above the storm.
Skipper, is it true?
It's true.
It's true.
I have a question. Who cares? It's not like Skipper was his dad or a lifelong mentor who had been lying to him all his life. He just met the guy like 3 days ago. He trained you and his training paid off. So who gives 5 flying fuckadoodles if he made up a bunch of tall tales of a fake military career?
How can it be only one mission?
The raid into Hunger Harbor. The illusions. The assault on Kanme.
Mayday, mayday, mayday! I'm going down! 18 degrees north, 6 minutes, 190...
So he was so distraught over Skipper lying to him that he crashed.
Lame.
So Dusty gets rescued. Again. But this time he is so badly damaged that he can no longer race. All of this because Skipper, the guy you just met 3 days ago, lied to you. You know, he probably had a really good reason for only flying on one mission.
My first patrol as a Jolly Wrench was at Glendale Canal. My squadron was all rookies, all razor sharp. I should know. I trained every single one of them.
All right. Let's go in for a closer look. But keep your distance.
It's the whole enemy fleet!
It was too late to pull up.
Get out of there, Lucas!
I would say that's a good reason. So Dusty is about to forfeit when suddenly...
Dusty, I cannot bear the thought of competing without you.
Hey, that's the wing of a T-33 shooting star.
But the wings are yours.
Good luck tomorrow, Dusty. I'm so proud to compete with you.
Here's a flow control valve for you. How about a starter generator? It is honor to fly beside you.
Thanks, everyone. Really.
This is fantastic. Looks like all you need now is a
new propeller? How about a Sky Slicer Mach 5?
And thus we arrive at the true problem with this movie. Even if you can overlook the lack of originality, or that they totally ripped off the best scene from It's a Wonderful Life, you cannot deny that they dropped the ball with the message that they were trying to deliver. Initially, the movie intends to deliver a message of hope to all of those who feel ill-equipped to achieve their goals. Dusty, a plane that is not built for speed or maneuverability, proves to be a skilled racer. He has none of the advantages that the other racers have, and yet he perseveres. Then suddenly, he receives all of these advantages out of the blue. He is barely the same plane. As far as the narrative goes, this completely misses the point of the message they were trying to convey, and completely cheats the audience. So all that crap about him giving hope to vehicles that were built for menial labor, it's just that, crap, as he is no longer one of those vehicles. So just like Chew trying to court the plane with the eyelashes, this falls under the category of... And thus, the final length of the race begins. Dusty begins passing his fellow racers as they cheer him on. Yeah, that would totally happen.
Tailwind like nothing you've ever flown.
Roger that, Skip. Don't look down, don't look down, don't look down. Ugh, don't look down! Oh, yeah!
But once again, the evil plane's minions attack Dusty. Oh no, what is he going to do? I hope something ridiculously predictable like Skipper coming to his rescue doesn't happen, because that would be embarrassing. Oh, there he is.
Yeah! Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
Dusty, you okay?
Yeah.
And now, the most touching moment in the entire movie, where Dusty gives up winning this hard-fought race in order to save his mentor, Skipper. Oh wait, no, that was Cars. Dusty totally wins this. No drama, no escalation, no struggle. He just crosses the finish line. And of course, the evil plane crashes into some conveniently placed shit.
Bernard! I hate Bernard!
Lovely. This movie's a flock of flying fuck farts. The story's unoriginal and predictable. The humor is lukewarm, and just to cap off the list of absolute fail, they hired one of the most charismatic, animated, and energetic comedians out there to voice the most boring and one-dimensional character in the movie. The only comfort that I take from this film is that it did so poorly at the box office that it is highly unlikely that it will ever have a sequel. Oh, fuck me! Oh, I'm sorry. I don't feel so good. I gotta hand it to you. You sure did pick some horrible movies this time around.
In just a few minutes, the last of your powers will leave your body and go into mine, and I'll be one of the most powerful beings in the universe.
You said it yourself. I still have a few minutes of juice left, and you better believe I'm gonna go down swinging.
Give up.
My name is Erod!
Enough! One more move, and he dies. But I must say, I'm impressed. Your savagery is quite beautiful.
Let him go. Or else.
Or else what? Your powers are almost gone, you can't lift your hammer, and you can't use any of your weapons.
I don't need my powers to use this.
You can't use that weapon, you'll hurt your friend. Besides that, if you kill me, you'll die.
Exactly.
Well, I'll kill your friend and snatch that gun out of your hand with my super speed.
You forgot two things. Firstly, you don't have super speed while you're in Dr. Effect's body. You weren't exactly light on your feet during our oh-so-exciting fight scene. And secondly, and this is the most important thing that you forgot, last time we fought, you told me that your laser screwdriver was isomorphic, meaning that only you can use it. You, Lazarus Dark. Only now, your laser screwdriver is being held by Dr. Effect. So when you pull that trigger, nothing will happen.
But you'll die too.
I know, but to save my friend and all the people that you would hurt with my powers, I think that's a small price to pay. So what is it gonna be, Lazarus? This is it. This is you looking into the abyss. You blinked.
I may not be able to kill you, but I can still maim you.
Hey, shithead! There's a third thing you forgot. Never, but ever, fuck with a mad scientist. Computer, Alpha, Beta, Charlie. Goodbye, Lazarus. Hey, you alright?
I'm fine. Oh, I just need, you know.
Oh, I got it. I've always wanted to say this. Busted. Are you alright?
Feeling pretty great for a guy that was electrocuted and beaten to a pulp. Oh, I think I need medical attention.
Nurse.
Thanks, Nurse Cause.
Alright. Your security system's been reprogrammed. Now Lazarus won't be able to get in even if he's possessing one of your friends.
Sorry I dragged you into this.
Oh, don't worry about it. I don't blame you. I'd rather blame the person that shot me in the face with the concussion collider and opened the door for Lazarus to possess me! Anyways, you almost sacrificed yourself for me. A mad scientist has plenty of enemies, but never enough friends. Wait a second. Your gun has a failsafe device. It can't hurt human beings. You would have never been able to kill yourself.
Yep. It's a good thing Lazarus didn't know that. Wait a minute. Where did he teleport Lazarus to?